Thank you for watching Why I Killed You TV. Please make sure to like, comment, share, and subscribe to this particular video on this particular YouTube channel. I would greatly appreciate it. Just before dawn on June the 14th, 2025, a man wearing what looked to be a police officer's uniform carried out 2 attacks in Minneapolis suburb. At approximately 3:10 a.m., he pulled up to the home of State Senator John Hoffman in Champlin and opened fire, wounding Hoffman and his wife. Minutes later, the same man arrived at former House Speaker and State Representative Melissa Hortman's house in Brooklyn Park and shot Hortman and her husband, Mark. But Representative Hortman and her husband died at the scene. Investigators later identified the shooter as 57-year-old Vance Boelter. Boelter is a former member of Governor Tim Walz's Workforce Development Board, and now he runs his own private security company. He used a realistic police officer's uniform, complete with a badge and a mask, to fool witnesses to gain entry into both neighborhoods. Police found Boelter's vehicle parked right outside of Hortman's home. It looked like an official police SUV and contained assault-style rifles, extra ammo, and several No Kings protest flyers. Inside the car was a handwritten manifesto naming more than 70 political figures, among them Governor Walz and other leaders who support abortion rights. After officers arrived at Hortman's home, they exchanged gunfire with the suspect, but Boelter fled on foot to a nearby woods. A massive manhunt is now underway. Hundreds of local and state officers, the FBI, and other federal agents are combing the area with K-9 units and drones and helicopters. The FBI are offering $50,000 reward for any information that leads to Boelter's capture and warns everybody that he is armed and dangerous. Let's run this clip.
We understand right now that we have our Lou Ruse on the phone, who's been doing some digging this afternoon as well, and he joins us now with some new information. Lou?
Hi, Julie. Yeah, I'm making countless phone calls here regarding the investigation, and especially into the person of interest here, Vance Boelter. And late this afternoon, within the last hour and a half, authorities thought that they were close to getting him. There was a report that he may have been in North Minneapolis, and Minneapolis police assisted with a search in that area, but they did not find him. So he is still at large at this hour.
So I'm sorry, I missed what you're saying. That they felt they were close, but then the opportunity slipped away?
He wasn't there when they got to the area that they were hoping that he was going to be, and Minneapolis police helped the other authorities with a search in Minneapolis. Give me a second here to get back to the street where this took place. Okay, so it was on 49th Avenue, North Minneapolis, in 14th and 49th North. In that area, there was a search that Minneapolis police helped conduct. Authorities were hopeful at that time that they would find him, but he was not found as a result of that search, and as of right now, he has not been caught.
And I know you're in the dark as much as we are on this, but did your law enforcement source have any insight into what that property was or its connection to him?
No, none of those details yet. We had received a tip that there was potentially a SWAT type situation at that address. And it's unclear if it actually is an address or a vacant lot, because when I pull it up, it pulls up as a vacant lot. But when I looked further into that through sources, it appeared that they were hopeful that they might be able to find him there, and they were unsuccessful. And so that's 49th Avenue North in North Minneapolis. And that's where there at least was information that they might be able to find him, and they were unsuccessful in that.
Yeah, and we'd heard SWAT vehicles were arriving on the scene. Mm-hmm. It all sounds like that's what was unfolding not that long ago. That would have been, what, like an hour ago or so?
Yep, that's right.
So this man's still on the loose that you see on your screen, those pictures released by law enforcement. Lou, did you happen to see the picture of him released by the FBI where it looks like he's wearing the mask?
Yes, and I'm getting some clarification on that right now to confirm that picture was taken by a security camera this morning, as it appears. and if that is a mask that he's wearing at the time that he goes in. A couple other interesting details about him. His wife and he own a security company. On the webpage for that security company, you see an SUV that their company owns for their security, which resembles a law enforcement vehicle with a light on top, very similar. And they have lived in Shakopee in the past, Inver Grove Heights, and in 2023 they bought a home in Green Isle, Minnesota, and that's where we've been reporting the searches have been ongoing.
Oh, that's interesting. We saw the Shakopee property and that he'd owned it, but it appears he potentially sold that and bought the one in Green Isle, and that's why they both were listed.
Lou, have you heard any?
In between there, he actually lived in Inver Grove Heights as well.
Okay.
So he, after in 2023, he moved from Inver Grove Heights, Alameda Avenue there, to Green Isle.
Lou, I hate to ask you a question that maybe you don't know the answer to. I'm not trying to put you on the spot, but has anyone confirmed for you where his wife is today? Do we know her location?
No, we do not, and I've been trying to reach her as well. Her phone is currently off, and I have received no reports of where she's located right now. She is involved with their security company. She's like the president CEO of it.
But that doesn't necessarily mean that she's in any way involved with this, but it also doesn't mean
absolutely
she's
not.
Yes.
Absolutely not.
You're gonna die. I don't want to do this.